Smart Queens. I am in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and I am sitting down for a famous Vietnamese noodle dish called bún bò Huế. And this dish is actually from Huế, which is in the central part of Vietnam, but it's also very, very typical here in Saigon, and it's a very beloved beef noodle dish. Okay. Thank you. Alright, so I just ordered my bowl and it is absolutely a beautiful looking dish. So the base is the vermicelli noodles, and they're like the spaghetti size variety. And then there looks like there is some I think this is this nam? Is this nam? I think this is like fermented sausage maybe. And then there are some good pieces of beef as well. Some good pieces of beef in this bowl. And then finally the ultimate hunk of, it must be beef. But anyways, and then she sprinkled on a handful of onions and green onions, and then scooped in this red oily broth. And this is looking outstanding. I think in all of my days of eating noodle soup in Asia, I think this might be my very first time to have it in a clear, see-through bowl. That's pretty cool. It's almost like an aquarium. You can see the bottom of your noodles and what is floating down below. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. She is so nice. I took a bunch of photos of the soup before eating, and it got cold before we were making this video. So she saw that it got cold and she just dished me out fresh hot soup. Okay, she is really, really nice. Come on, come on. And she added more soup, and I think she knows my heart too because she added in some more onions. Okay, now back to the, okay, I'm just gonna test the soup first. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's delicious. It's like it's salty, just a little bit sweet, and just a beautiful, complex beef flavor. It's almost like citrusy. I think they add some pineapple to the broth. Oh wow, that is very flavorful broth. But it's definitely gonna need some chili. These are like dry chili. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta add some chili and then add in some chili flakes, and then I'm gonna squeeze in some lime juice. The next procedure is to start adding in some of this, some of the basil. Okay, and start plucking. I'm gonna add in some of the blanched vegetables as well. All right, I'll go for that beef and some noodles. This is looking superb. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, I'm gonna slurp up some of the noodles. The noodles are nice and soft, but they still have that bouncy texture to them. And then, yeah, that soup is like kind of citrusy, and with the added lime juice, it added a bit of extra sourness, plus a little bit of heat. And then I love the sweet basil, along with the beef, which is a little bit grizzly. but I like grizzly beef. It has a really, well, a good texture to it. I'm gonna go in for some of these wonderful Vietnamese chilies though next. These are the spicy ones that are wonderful. I love these so much. All right. I'm moving in for the big chunk of, the beautiful chunk of meat now. I'm gonna just bite into this like a drumstick. Oh, look at that. As I picked it up, the bone, the meat is just sliding off the bone. Look at that. Oh, that is a wonderful thing. That's tender, it's flavorful, and actually I think you're supposed to dip it into this sauce, so I'm gonna try to dip it into this sauce next. I don't know what type of sauce that is, but that is like a kind of like a sweet and sour sauce with maybe some black pepper in it. Oh, that's like, yeah, that goes great with the beef for sure. Okay, next up for this guy. It's like a sour sausage. And I can taste the garlic in here. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That was a fantastic bowl of bun bò Huế. I loved every bite of it, and especially that big hunk of beef. That was wonderful. But even the broth was wonderful. That light citrusy flavor, and then just salty and just a tiny bit sweet. Not too sweet like some other noodles I've had. It's evening now, and the traffic is starting to really pick up behind me, or actually in front of me. Motorbikes are roaring by, and many of them were chuckling as they stopped for the red light as I was eating and being filmed. But anyways, the bun bò Huế here is delicious, and the owner, the ladies here are really nice. So if you are looking for a delicious bowl of bun bò Huế in Saigon, this is a great option.